Tonight, 2 new cases of the coronavirus confirmed at Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland. A new program aims to protect renters from eviction. And from early voting to a local basketball legend speaking out on politics, we're taking a look back at the week's top stories in the Week in 210. Thanks for joining us for KSAT News at 9 tonight. From here in the KSAT 12 newsroom, I'm Myra Arthur. 2 more cases of coronavirus confirmed in San Antonio. These 2 new patients were among the evacuees who came to Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland on Monday from the Diamond Princess cruise ship. The CDC says they're now being treated around Lackland, but they did not specify exactly where. Meanwhile, the first evacuee at Lackland diagnosed with the novel coronavirus earlier this month is still at Methodist Hospital Texan tonight. The outbreak that began in Wuhan, China, has infected more than 76,000 people around the world, with a death toll of more than 2,300. All but 3 of those deaths have been in China. Here at home tonight, imagine having nowhere to call home at the end of the day. San Antonio City Councilman Roberto Trevino says more than 9,800 local families were evicted in 2016. But a pilot program the District 1 councilman leads aims to change that. It's funded through the city's 2020 budget. Tiffany Huertas with how the Right to Counsel program has moved forward since it was approved last year.
My monthly check got held back a little bit. And once I fell behind, there was no catching up.
Armando Vargas says due to his epilepsy, he can't work. He says his last disability check from the government was held back a couple months ago, and it turned his life upside down.
It was just a mistake they made, and they made me wait, and after that, you get hit with late charges and all kinds of other stuff.
After falling behind on rent, his family was evicted from their East Side home. Today, they are living at Haven for Hope as they try to get back on their feet.
If I would have heard about this program, it would have been a big change for us. I mean, we wouldn't be here. We'd still be living in our neighborhood, making barbecues for my kids.
Armando is referring to the new Right to Counsel program led by District 1 Councilman Roberto Trevino. The program aims to protect renters who have fallen behind on rent and are fighting eviction. For those who can't afford their rent, it's impossible to pay for legal services that would help them fight possible eviction. Trevino says his team has been busy reaching out to the community, trying to spread the word. They've also been looking to other cities for ways to protect renters.
We've been talking to other communities as well that have improved on the model in New York City, like Philadelphia, to get a better understanding of how we can implement that here.
Trevino's office reports that New York City saw major changes from 2017 to 2018. The city reduced residential evictions by 11% in neighborhoods offering tenants the right to counsel.
The benefits are that both sides have a better understanding of rent and how we can actually provide a meaningful connection between the renter and the landlord.
$100,000 was set aside for this pilot program. It was approved when the budget was passed in September.
Well, we're focused on finding out what are some of the issues going on. Is it things like late utilities? Is it issues of home repairs? Is it late payment?
Trevino says court records show there were about 16,000 eviction filings in Bexar County in 2018. Most of those judgments favored the property owner, not the tenant. To implement this program, the Neighborhood and Housing Services Department will partner with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid, a nonprofit law firm. The $100,000 will be used to hire an attorney for the program, a project coordinator who will assist the attorneys conduct outreach and meet with different organizations. Money will also be used to pay for other staff who will be working in this program. Myra.
Thanks, Tiffany. An arrest in the murder of a newborn baby. Decades later, a car crash, a man killed, and shots fired at San Antonio police officers today. And a brawl, all caught on camera at a youth hockey game. Here's tonight's 9 at 9. In North Carolina, police say thanks to DNA evidence, they've cracked a cold murder case from more than 20 years ago. Back in 1999, a newborn baby in a trash bag was thrown from a moving car. Using forensic genealogy technology, investigators say they've identified the baby's mother as Deborah O'Connor. Her husband of 10 years says he had no idea about the case until deputies showed up.
I've had spells. Excuse me. I've had spells cry. I haven't slept all night.
O'Connor has been arrested and charged with first-degree murder. Here at home, a murder suspect taken into custody after exchanging gunfire with police. San Antonio police have identified that man as Greg Delgado. Police were called out for a car crash on Darby around 10 this morning. The driver had been shot in the chest. He died at the scene. Witnesses told officers a man in the passenger seat ran off. They eventually found Delgado. They say he raised his weapon and fired twice. One of the officers returned fire, but the suspect was not hit.
None of the officers were hit, but one of their vehicles was, with 2 bullet holes to the driver's side door.
One of the officers returned fire, but the suspect was not hit.
He didn't have much of a chance to go anywhere, not with that kind of law enforcement.
The suspect is expected to face multiple charges. A stabbing leaves 2 adults and a 13-year-old girl dead in Central Texas. Police say the suspect led officers on a chase before he was arrested after crashing his car into a senior citizen center. We don't know what the motive was for that stabbing. Spain's national police have dismantled a criminal organization that they say sexually exploited more than 200 women. According to a press release, 19 women were rescued in that operation, 21 suspects arrested. Here at home, a cigarette may be to blame for a Northside apartment fire.
8 units were damaged by the fire, displacing 12 residents. Half of those residents will be able to return to their apartments in about 1 day. The other half will not be able to return home.
Everyone was safely evacuated. In New York, a brawl breaks out at a youth hockey game. That fight all caught on camera.
There's no way that should happen.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Video shows 2 adults appearing to yell at each other. A child then stands on a bench and is shoved by an adult, falling off and becoming part of that fight. About a dozen others join in. 2 aggressors were kicked out, but no charges filed. Thousands of teachers on strike in Toronto gathering for a rally today. They're trying to force the government to go back to the bargaining table. The teachers are asking for a 2% annual salary increase rather than the 1% the government offered. They're also fighting class sizes and workload increases. A woman who gave birth just days ago is credited with saving a driver from a massive highway fire in Indiana. State police say a tanker carrying jet fuel overturned and burst into flames. The driver was rescued by Good Samaritans, one of them the new mom, who was driving home after visiting her baby in the NICU. She saw the driver was on fire and quickly rushed to help pull him to safety just before those flames spread.
I was like, just praying, like, God, please let me get out of here so I can go see my baby.
The man she helped rescue remains hospitalized in critical condition. An enormous beehive found in the backyard of a California home. The homeowner said he noticed bees in his shed a couple of years ago. When he finally called pest control, they found a 70-pound beehive growing underneath the floor of that shed. Luckily, they were able to remove the hive and safely relocate those bees. To read more about these 9 stories, go to KSAT.com. All right, before we get to the forecast, I want to point out this is the new News at 9 set. We have been talking about it for weeks, saying we're in different places because we're under construction. So this is it.
Ta-da!
Our new digs.
It's great.
Welcome.
Looks a lot better. And
yeah, we're happy with it.
It's a comfortable feeling.
It is.
I like it. Yeah, and I'm glad we get to debut it. I get to debut it here with you.
There you go.
Yeah, it is good. So another cool day today, right? We had some sunshine.
It was beautiful, though. For those who saw the sun.
Yeah, not everybody did.
Not everybody did.
If you're watching west of I-35, you think we're crazy talking about the sunshine that we had today. No, really. We had a lot around town. And tomorrow's going to be sunny as well, but it's going to be cold. So a chilly start to our day tomorrow, a chilly start to the weekend, and I'll break down the low temperatures for you in a moment. Fog and drizzle, they set in by Sunday, so enjoy the sunshine we have on Saturday while it lasts. Then another cold front hits us as we get into next week. All right, 49 degrees right now, so temperatures are falling off. We topped out at only 57 this afternoon. Now, I forgot that we're looking at this camera, not that camera. So if that was a little odd to some of you for a minute there, I had to recalibrate it's the new set. It's throwing me off. Now I got it, right? This camera here. Okay, anyway. All right. I'd like to maintain eye contact with our folks out there. So temperatures already dipping down into the 40s. I mean, Bulverde 46, New Braunfels 45, Bernie Stage Airfield at 45, and very similar conditions across South Texas, just hanging on to 50 southwest of town. Now, this is what it's going to look like tomorrow morning. We're talking widespread 30s, but that's 30s above freezing. So about 37 here in San Antonio. You get to some of our northern areas, Leon Springs 36, Timberwood Park 35. Even on the south side, Von Army 39 and Elmendorf 39 as well. So early morning activities on Saturday, definitely a jacket. I know we have some soccer games, baseball stuff, whatever it is. Yeah, you'll want to dress very warmly. Is that how you say it? Warmly? Warm. Dress warm. That's much better.
Warm.
This
Just
new
goes
set.
Warm. Yeah.
Dress warm. Speak quietly. Dress warm. Tomorrow morning. By the afternoon, we make it into the low 60s. That's the best we can do. By Sunday, we're mid 60s. Monday, we're in the low 70s, but that's the warmest it gets as another cold front hits us next week. So dew points, low. I mean, it's dry out there. We don't have a hint of humidity even in the air. Though as we get into Sunday, as we get into Sunday, sometimes we get these new model runs. And then the first time you pop up the data, it takes a while to populate. So this is this is fresh for you, okay? So once we get into Sunday, that's when we'll notice a little hint of humidity. In our overall weather pattern, we're actually under the influence of a big blue H. It's one reason why we have some sunshine out there today. But our next system is just right here west of Los Angeles, swirling there. That's going to come close to us as we get into Sunday and really give us some extra cloud cover again. So Saturday cold, 37 in the morning, 62 in the afternoon, but sunny. Sunday, morning fog and drizzle, so a little bit of dampness, and then just cloudy and in the mid 60s. Now next week, despite another cold front hitting us, Myra, it's looking dry and actually very sunny. So we could use some rain, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it, and temperatures will be well below average for this time of year.
Well, at least we got that going for us.
We had the sun. Yeah, there you go.
All right, thanks.
We didn't get much from the clouds this week anyway.
Just drizzle and left.
Boy, that shot looks good. I like this. I really like this set.
Welcome to the new News at
Yeah, this is good.
Thanks, Adam.
Glad to be here.
Turning to the race now for 2020, the next big contest for president starts in less than 24 hours. The Nevada caucuses take place tomorrow. Nevada Democrats are hoping to avoid a repeat of the chaos that played out in Iowa during the caucuses there. Those issues largely blamed on a new app. Democrats in Nevada were initially going to use the same app developer as Iowa did, but changed those plans. Meanwhile, here at home, Bexar County Elections Office says that today was the best day of early voting so far in the March primary. More than 5,500 voters cast ballots in the Democratic primary, more than 3,900 in the Republican primary. That means a total of nearly 33,000 people have voted early so far in Bexar County. Early voting runs through February 28th, and then Election Day is March 3rd. You're watching KSAT News at 9. We'll be back in just 1 minute. Turning to tonight's top stories, it appears Russia is once again trying to interfere in U.S. elections. Senator Bernie Sanders says he's been briefed on Russia's efforts to help his campaign for president. This comes after a top U.S. intelligence leader told members of Congress the country is also trying to help President Donald Trump in his re-election campaign. It was the subject of a heated exchange during Wednesday's debate, and now Democratic presidential candidate Michael Bloomberg says he's ready to release 3 women from their non-disclosure agreements. Bloomberg released a statement today saying the 3 NDAs stemmed from complaints over past comments he made. Bloomberg also says his company will not offer confidentiality agreements for sexual harassment or misconduct complaints in the future. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports 13 children died from the flu last week. That brings the total for the season to 105 children. The CDC says flu virus activity is widespread in nearly every U.S. region this season. It estimates at least 29 million flu cases in the U.S., 280,000 hospitalizations, and 16,000 deaths. Just because you see something trending online doesn't mean it's accurate. At the end of every week, the Associated Press puts together a roundup of some of the most popular but completely untrue stories and images of the past several days. Let's take a look. The first claim we are fact-checking tonight is about the coronavirus. Some are saying that a new video that's been circulating on social media shows bodies waiting to be picked up in Wuhan, China, all because of the outbreak. A Twitter user posted it with a caption calling it no ordinary virus and questioning whether it's an intentionally released bioweapon. Here are the facts on this. That video actually shows people sleeping on a street in a Chinese city more than 600 miles away from Wuhan. The AP reports the footage was shot after that city's government introduced a permit system for entering and exiting the city to prevent spreading the virus. Here's another claim tonight. When asked how he would pay for free health care for all during Wednesday's Democratic debate, Senator Bernie Sanders said that he would raise taxes to 52% on anybody making more than $29,000 a year. But that's not accurate. Sanders has long said that he supports a wealth tax to support health care for all. In 2016, he introduced a plan that would tax Americans making more than $10 million a year at a rate of up to 52%. But that rate has never been mentioned for those making more than $29,000 a year. One last claim we're fact-checking tonight. Taking amoxicillin meant for fish living in aquariums is the same as using amoxicillin prescribed by doctors, just less expensive and doesn't require a prescription. But the antibiotics available in pet stores have not been approved by the FDA, and there is no evidence to say whether they are safe or effective for humans. We have reached the end of another week, from a deadly accident involving a 10-year-old girl headed to school to new confirmed cases of the coronavirus at Joint Base San Antonio Lackland. RJ Marquez tells us about the week in 210.
A group of Americans at risk for the coronavirus evacuated a cruise ship in Japan and arrived Monday at Joint Base San Antonio Lackland. 144 people from the ship were placed under federal quarantine on base. CDC officials said Friday there were 2 people from the group who have been infected with the virus. This was the second group to arrive at Lackland this month. On Thursday, 90 people in the first group were medically cleared and released after the end of their 14-day quarantine. There was 1 confirmed case in the first group. Friends and family paying their respects this week to Sergeant First Class Javier Gutierrez. The San Antonio native was killed in combat overseas earlier this month. A memorial service to honor his life and service was held earlier today. Gutierrez will be laid to rest tomorrow morning at Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery. He'll be buried with full military honors. Gutierrez was 28 years old. He was a husband and father of 4. A 10-year-old girl killed while riding her bike to school. The sheriff's office says Iris Suarez was hit by an SUV after she fell off the bike in far west Bexar County. Investigators say her backpack may have caused her to lose her balance. Iris was a student at Kellison Elementary.
I'm so sorry for what had happened. And when I heard about the news, all I could think about is my daughter because she rides to and from school.
The driver who hit Suarez is not expected to face charges. Spurs great Tim Duncan publicly endorsed Mike Bloomberg for president this week. Duncan can be heard in a 30-second ad on YouTube endorsing the Democratic candidate. Duncan says in the spot he's supporting Bloomberg in part because of the help he received from Bloomberg after 2 hurricanes hit the U.S. Virgin Islands. Voters in Bexar County began casting their ballots this week as early voting kicked off across Texas for the March primary elections. There are more than 30 voting locations around Bexar County. The elections office wants voters to know about an important part of the voting process, the ballot card.
If we have a recount or anyone questions, the only thing we can do is to count that paper trail.
A
Let's go to KSAT.com right now to find out what's trending tonight with RJ Marcus.
All right, Myra, it's been a fun Friday on our website, and start first with a very important update.
Okay.
Probably the most important update ever. This is an update to the Cry Me a Cockroach event that the San Antonio Zoo had that got nationwide attention, national attention.
Oh yeah, from some late night comics, talk show hosts. You made it, guys.
Yes, so the event actually brought in $45,000 for the San Antonio Zoo. That's what officials told us. So people were scorned, you know, from their exes. And I love this first line here.
Let's go to KSAT.com right now to find out what's trending tonight with RJ Marcus.
All right, Myra, it's been a fun Friday on our website, and start first with a very important update.
Okay.
Probably the most important update ever. This is an update to the Cry Me a Cockroach event that the San Antonio Zoo had that got nationwide attention, national attention.
Oh yeah, from some late night comics, talk show hosts. You made it, guys.
Yes, so the event actually brought in $45,000 for the San Antonio Zoo. That's what officials told us. So people were scorned, you know, from their exes. And I love this first line here from one of our digital producers, Cody. She said, if you got back at your ex-lover, ex-friend, current mother-in-law, what is that all about? Yeah, they got good news that the zoo did very well with this event.
And we have to point out, $45,000 raised here.
Yes.
It was $5,
right?
$5 to pay to have the zoo name a cockroach after your ex or in-laws or whoever you choose.
Right.
Yeah, so
pretty
$5
impressive
at a
stuff.
time.
I don't know what that says about our fine city here, but it's great news for the San Antonio Zoo. And again, $45,000, pretty cool stuff. You can read sort of the full update on our website.
We will see that next year.
Definitely.
Can guarantee it.
All right, moving on here. Okay, so Myra, we always hear about these 10Ks, 5Ks going on across the city. A lot of people are into them.
Tons every weekend.
All over the place. Yeah, well, this is a 0.5K that is being held at Market Square.
Okay.
Definitely. And they are doing this in honor of National Margarita Day. So yeah, this is going to be a deal that's put on by the Cortez family, and they're doing this kind of this like margarita type festival where people basically the distance from like their locations is 0.5K.
So you're just really walking from one marg to the next.
Yeah.
It's not so much a run.
No, you're definitely not running. In fact, I think it's called the Fun Not Run, to be exact. So this is taking place tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be celebrating the big day.
I bet there'll be some speed walkers from one margarita to the next.
That is very true. That is very true. We have all the information on purchasing tickets for this event on our website, KSAT.com.
Pretty cool.
All right, moving on here. Last story. And if there is one thing that gets people in this state upset, it's when people talk smack about Whataburger.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Do not mess with Whataburger.
All right, so who's done it now?
All right, so this is a YouTuber. Never heard of this guy. His name is Keith Habersberger. What a name on this guy here. Habersberger. He apparently tries foods across the country, and he went to a Whataburger in Arizona. First of all, kind of strange to go to one there, not come straight to Texas.
Straight to the source.
And he did not have some very nice things to say about it. He said at one point that it should be called a Whataburger instead of a Whataburger.
Okay. I bet he likes In-N-Out better. Is he one of those?
He's an In-N-Out guy, maybe,
yeah. You know,
yeah.
he can keep it. That's fine.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, get out of here, Keith
burger guy, whatever your name is. So he was reviewing the honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich, and apparently he's gotten a lot of backlash from people that are all about
Of course,
Whataburger.
he has.
And but his video on YouTube has gotten over 1 million views, so pretty popular guy. He said now, because of all the responses he's gotten, he's going to make a trip to Texas. He's going to go to Austin now.
Okay.
Yeah, to try it there. So we will see what his review is once he hits up the state capitol.
As long as he doesn't go to Austin and try the tacos and then start comparing those.
Yeah, come down here, man.
Yes.
Why? Don't be afraid. Yeah,
okay.
we're good here. So if you want this full story right here, go over to our website.
All right, thanks, RJ.
Thank you, Myra.
We'll be right back.
Hi, happy Friday. This is a special rooftop weather because we are celebrating Rooftop Weather's 2nd birthday today. And my gift to you on this special day is we're gonna do some mechanical bull parkour out at the rodeo. Parkour! The things I do for this. Okay. I may throw up. Okay. Birthday funnel cake, woohoo! Weather-wise, really nice to see the sunshine return today. We'll keep sunshine going into Saturday. A little bit warmer, we'll be in the 60s Saturday afternoon. On Sunday though, we'll pull in a lot more clouds, it'll be more humid, even a little bit of patchy morning fog will be possible Sunday as well. Bye, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week and next year at the rodeo.
Because you're not just helping this horse be confident and safe for the rider, but you're helping that rider work through fears.
That is all our time tonight. Thanks so much for joining us for KSAT News at 9 from right here on our brand new set. We're glad you were with us. I'm Myra Arthur. Have a great weekend.